Good afternoon, gentlemen. I hope you're well. In this video, we're going to show you how to check for contract sales, how they actually work, and we're going to briefly explain it. So most tokens that have tax have the contract which swaps the tokens from the liquidity into BNB or whatever the rewards are and to liquidity. So most tokens have a tax, marketing money, liquidity, and rewards. They sometimes have a dev tax or a burn fee. So what I'm going to do is show you how it works and how to spot it and how to effectively trade and make more profit against contract sales as well, because they do lower the price so you can get a better entry. Also, you can sell at the top when there's a lot in the contract and buy back once they've depleted. So this is a contract sell. This is also a contract sell. This one is. It's the same number as you noticed. Yeah. So each time there's a contract sell. So remember that number is, 32 or 320,000. Now that takes from the liquidity and swaps into the, I won't go into the exact transaction, but the two things you want to note is you want to go to the contract or the dividend or tracker, but it's usually in the contract. So there's 13,000 tokens in there now, 13.5. So what you want to do is I'm going to open a new tab, go to contract, and we want to see how much is remaining. So when there are no tokens in here, when there's a sell like this or the top one, there won't be a contract sale afterwards. However, when there is, we go to the contract and we're going to see obviously it sells. So you want to find swapback threshold, swapback settings. So it's set to this number. If you're a dev, you can write or change this number usually in the contract. So it's set to sell, I believe, that much, because it's 9 decimals. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So it's set to sell 350k. Yeah. And how this contract works, it's got an over liquidify function, which when the liquidity is low, some of that extra tokens goes back into the liquidity. So it doesn't swap it for the marketing. That's the liquidity tax. So when the LP is low, out of sync, it puts extra in there. So it's a good contract. So if there's that much in the contract, which essentially would mean that the next sell there won't be any swap back, I believe. So when someone else sells, they're taxed 12%, and it goes into the contract, which will fill up ready for whatever that's set to. So I hope that explains it. And also, if you are a dev and you're looking to change, I can probably find the function here, which will probably be swapback settings. So you'd put the word true and you'd put that number. So it's probably easier if you go and you copy this here and make sure there's no space at the end. And let's say you want to lower it to, I don't know, 25. You'd write it, MetaMask will pop up, and then that's it. So you can lower it. So when the market cap goes higher, obviously that much tokens, if it's a 10x from here, that'll be selling $230, which can be a bit alarming, especially on a pump. Like, it could cause a dump. So you want to keep that number low as possible. So I hope that helps and explains and clarifies.